Well, today we will present so and such, to and enough. The team members we have now is Daniela Rodriguez Pineda, Renata Morado, and Santiago Macias Martinez. And me, Leslie Valeria Espinosa.
Okay, so we can use so with that to show result or consequence. For example, the music was so loud that I couldn't hear my own voice. So plus adjective plus adverb. We use so with adjective or adverbs to show extreme feelings or effect. For example, I have been working since 7 this morning. I'm so tired. So plus quantifier plus now. We can use these quantifiers many, much, little, etc. with so to indicate extremes in quantity. But it's necessary to remember the rules of use quantifiers uncountable, uncountable, singular, and plural. For example, there were so many people on the beach that it was difficult to get into the sea.
Now, I will tell about the such rules. So the first one is such plus adjective plus noun. As with, so we use such with adjectives to show extremes. For example, I am so lucky I have wonderful friends. The next one, that is number two, is such plus that. As with so, we can use such with that to display extremes that end in results. For example, it was such a beautiful day that we decided to go to the beach.
Now we are going to talk about to and enough and the rules. In to is an adverb that replaces additional or indicate an excessive level. We can use them in negative situations. The rule for to is to plus adverb or adjective, too much or many plus noun, too much or many plus of, pronoun determinate.
For enough, enough means as much as necessary. It can be used with an adjective, adverb, verb, or noun, and can act as a pronoun. We can use them in positive situations. Rule, adjective or adverb plus enough plus noun, enough plus of plus pronoun or determine.
Now that we know each one, I am going to do examples of one of these in so, such, to, and enough. In the first two, I am going to tell of two. The problem was too difficult, I couldn't solve it. The problem was difficult for me to solve it. One is positive and the other is negative. In the other one, I am going to tell about enough. The problem wasn't easy enough to solve it. I didn't have enough time to solve the problem. The other one I am going to tell about so and such. The problem was so difficult that I couldn't solve it. And the last one, it was such a difficult problem that I couldn't solve it.
The exercise we will do today is the first one is your sister has such beautiful hair. The next one is B, that it will be they had never eat such an exotic food before. And the last one, that is the third one, it will be Hal was speaking so, that is the B, quickly that no one could understand him.
Now I am going to do exercise about enough and to. The first one is Maria is clever enough to take this decision. The other one is I am too old to understand this music. And the last one, this apartment is big enough for me and my dog.
Okay, for conclusion of some such are used to introduce the consequence of some fact or to emphasize. Similarly, so is also used for everyday expression, such as that is so interesting, how interesting.
Finally, the conclusion of to and enough. We can use to for negative situations and enough for positive ones. To come before the adverb or the adjective is describing, while enough comes after the adjective or adverb. Enough comes before a noun, whereas to is never used before a noun.
Thank you so much. This is the end of our presentation and have a good day.